What up YouTube, another video here on Magic Arena and back again into the power cube with pick one, pack one, and I think it might be Tinker O'Clock time to give that a go, as that's the only one that was really jumping out at me this early. I guess another one could be Birds if I went down kind of mono green or kind of ramp style deck, but yeah, I think Tinker here is definitely the standout one for me. What else would there be then? Not much else. I guess maybe Faithless Looting possibly if I needed to filter through my hands or go down a kind of a reanimator, but yep, let's go for Tinker. So now obviously I need some artifacts to follow up with, and what's looking at now, probably Miscalc or Jace. Probably Miscalc could be the one, though I suppose Undercity or Thundering Falls could be another one if I'm going to be splashing into a different colour. But I think, I guess there's also Shelldock could be the one. It could be a nice one actually. Should we go with interaction or see if the Shelldock comes back around again? I guess I'll take the Miscalc, and again I can just cycle away if I never get to use it. And this pack looks like it could be a Fiery Islet or Meticulous Archive. I think it's probably going to be one of those two. I guess white might be the one if it's got some better interaction, like some hard removal, and it surveils as well, so that might be a bit better. Though I suppose the Fiery Islet you can sack and draw a card if need be, so maybe that's the better one. So what have we got? Greaves for using Tinker to sack and get something else out of the deck with, but maybe the Comet could be interesting, fun one, or Upheaval. Don't think I'm snuff out as I don't have any swamps, but I guess I could pick up some tri-lands possibly down the road. Maybe it's just a hedge mage here for green blue land. Though the Comet does look quite interesting, but I guess it's in Boros, but I guess I'm not set in a particular colour this early, but I think I'm just going to take a hedge mage. Just take a land, safe pick again. And still nothing here. Fallen Shinobi, I guess, if I want to go down that kind of route. Burst Lightning for some other interaction also. I think the Fallen Shinobi is likely to come back around again. There's also a Jace if I want to stick with blue. And I think, again, but the Jace is probably gonna wheel again. But I think I'm just gonna stick with the blue cards at the moment.
Or mine?
Prism, Bankbuster, maybe the Golos because of Tinker, but obviously I'm probably not gonna search up Tinker, search him up using Tinker, so I think I might just take the Pentad Prism as some fixing and ramp, I think, and I can then sack it if need be if I don't have any charge counters on it anymore. So I think I'll just take the Prism here. Triplicate Titan, that could be a good Tinker target. And there's nothing else really in here. I guess Thraben Inspector producing the clue to tinker away, but I don't think I'm doing that. But so I'll just take the triplicate Titan here, I think. Consider Mana Confluence and Virtue if I wanted to splash up some black for some early interaction. And then maybe at a later date can be used as like reanimate. So maybe the Virtue of Persistence just to get some interaction at the start, because that's probably the one thing I've noticed myself is not picking up interaction in my other decks. So maybe it's just the Virtue of Persistence here. Now what have we got? Spellbinder, Sword. None of these are that exciting for me. I guess Spellbinder or the Sword is definitely the one to go with. I think I like the Sword, I guess, because of the Tinker, but not too happy about that. Okay, so Underground, Undercity Sewers is probably the pick here for me. And I'm probably not going to be black-red, so take the scissors, and some white is definitely coming around now. Again, I guess Valky sort of can hit things from their hand to slow them down, but obviously it's only creatures it hits. But nothing else really exciting in that deck, so I guess I could be going down some kind of blue-black, maybe Grixis type thing. Don't think I'm any of these. Guess the land, but I don't think I'm going to be with that at all whatsoever. So there's the Shinobi, which came back around again. So I'll take the Shinobi. Sure, maybe I'm going to kind of blue-black kind of creatures. Wow, so no one's wanting to go into the mono red by the looks of it. Lots of red coming back around there. What have we got now? Currency Converter, Cauldron, Courier possibly is a sack, but don't think that. Probably Currency Converter. Filter things away. Maybe I'm kind of trying to get into a bit of a Reanimator style deck here, so I can discard any big creatures. So I guess it would just be Converter. There's nothing really else on the wheel. Maybe the Barrow-goyf might be something I would look at if that came back again, but I think I'll take the Converter here. Filter the hand. Ocelot Pride. Well, this could have been a fairly decent maybe aggro deck, but not here. Wishclaw, Talisman, Delta is probably the pick though, I think. Again, I only have one real big tinker target with the Titan, and the Talisman might wheel, but not sure what I would search up for. I guess Tinker and another piece, but I think I'm just going to take the Delta here as a safe pick again. Balance, Tar Pit, Portal. Now, okay, that's probably a good Tinker target actually, is the Portal. And then hope to maybe wheel Tar Pit. Thirst would be another one, I would say. But yeah, I think Portal 2 for X is probably the pick here for me. Having another Tinker target is always good. Bauble, Underground Sea, the Lutri, but I don't think Lutri is that great in the cube unless you have like Ancestral, Time Walk. Obviously I don't have that, and I don't think I'm probably going to see them. I'd have to get a bit lucky to see them. So I think, again, this instance, probably going to be Days, Underground Sea, maybe Bauble for, again, an early Tinker hit. And hope to get the Sea back as I got a Sewers and a Polluter pass to me. So I think I'm just going to take the bauble, keep with the artifacts for the time being. Workshop. Now, workshop could be pretty good here, but then do I need it? And again, I might think about just taking some interaction with Go for the Throat. And then maybe Wheel, I guess Thundertrap Trainer could be something to get back. But God, Workshop is very, very good if I get artifacts. And again, I do have the Titan, and it is very good, I think, with, again, I've still got a few artifacts which can utilize it, so I think I'm just going to have to take the Workshop. The upside is just too good, I think. Image, Urza, Strix. Probably Urza now. Strix is obviously good with Shinobi, but being blue-black, that might wheel. But I think I have to take the Urza here, because then I can use Urza's ability, at least, add mana with the Prism. So take Urza here. Dark Slick Shores, Talisman, Soul Lantern. This pack is pretty good as well, and maybe the Goban could be quite good. Don't know if again, I think it's Goban, Shores, or Talisman, and I think Talisman, even though it's blue-white, is probably the one I would say to go for. So now what have we got? 3 Steps Ahead, Recurring Nightmare, could be a thing, but not too sure. Again, maybe just keep with artifacts. It's either Batterskull or 3 Steps Ahead. So I get a turn. It would be, I guess it would still be turn 3 Skull, Batterskull. It's not the great Batterskull deck, but I'll take it anyway. Cauldron came back again, and Courier. That's probably it. Not too sure about the Cauldron, but we'll take that anyway. So there's Talisman. That came back around. It's probably the one to go for, I would say, would be Talisman here. And again, it's an artifact. Should I need to get rid of it afterwards? So I think I'm just going to take the Talisman here. And I think, do I want the Thirst or do I want Discovery? Sorry, Thirst or Tar Pit. I guess I'll take the Tar Pit and hope that if the Creeping Tar Pit's wheeled, I'm assuming maybe Underground might come back. Okay, no, it didn't come back, and I don't think I'm playing any of these cards. Yeah, lots of white to come back. And I get lost, which I don't think I'm going to be splashing for either. Into the last pack, and we have got a Tameo, which is actually Crypt. Okay, so it's Crypt or Tameo, and I guess it was going to be Crypt. And, well, Tameo is definitely not going to come back. I guess Tameo is good with clues and sacking to Tinker, but you can mana crypt, land, Tinker on turn 1. So I think the crypt has got to be it here for sure. What would wheel? Scalding Tarn, Mana Leak would be good. Pretty much it out of this pack, so take the Mana Crypt here. Remand, Psychic Frog, damn, but I don't think I'm taking that. Remand, so I think it's the Frog's probably it. The Frog is just very good if it connects. You can just make a big frog discarding stuff. Like, I've not seen any reanimate at all whatsoever. But yeah, I think the frog here is definitely the pick for me, and hope to get maybe a Remand or Talisman back on the wheel. Not too sure about the Jace, but I guess it's a draw a card engine kind of thing, which might help, but the triple blue could be a bit tough. Okay, so what have we got now? Gloom Lake Verge, Saga could be the one actually, can pick up Currency Converter and Crypt. Hope to get back, I guess, Harvester of Misery possibly for some interaction. Skydiver could be pretty good with all the artifacts in the set. And then the Gloom Lake Verge. Hopefully I'll get something back on the wheel here, but I think someone to the right of me is definitely blue-black also, but I think I have to take the Saga here. Dax now here. Entomb, but I don't have any reanimation, so I don't think I'll take that. Sleight of Hand could be a thing. Talisman also could be a thing. It's got blue in it. Not too sure about the Cauldron at the moment, and maybe the Jace. The Dak is just very good as well. Am I splashing Dak? Maybe. He might be better than the Jace. So I think I might take the Dak.
Plenty of profit to be had.
And Sahili, don't think so. Copter's fairly good. Luris with Bauble is also pretty good. Can get back Wishclaw if it gets counted and all of these other things. I guess I can discard these things and get back. So maybe actually just main board Luris might be quite good. What else am I taking here though? I guess Dreams could be a thing. But I think I'll take the Luris. Grief, Gristlebrand, but again I'm not. Counterspell actually is probably fairly good here. Though I don't have a whole bunch of blue. Like my blue is actually very light here. But it might be the one to take for some interaction. Again, Gristlebrand I'm not reanimating. So just maybe take Counterspell here. Subtlety, the Endstone, Cauldra, Dorothy Voidwalker is pretty good. Don't have any discard, but maybe Tezzeret could be something. And then with these, so Tezzeret, Search Up, Mana Crypt, Currency Converter.
Power rises in this system.
Ulamog, don't think so. Don't think I'm playing Unearth. Acolyte, what does this do again? Whenever one or more creatures you control combat damage, you can draw and lose a life. It has Void. Maybe the Elegy. Okay, so this is my pack, and there's nothing too crazy going on. I guess Liliana could be the pick as a more black leaning.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
Talisman is probably now. Don't think I'm splashing green. Though I do have it with Hedge Maze. Maybe Leo could be a thing. But I think I might just want to take another Talisman here. Am I splashing any of these? So maybe the deck might not be too good now. Don't think I'm any of these. Mind Twist. Possibly. Don't think I want another Talisman, so maybe Mind Twist. And Black Red might be quite good actually now with Dak. Grief came back. And in Stone I'm probably not going to be playing with either. So this deck definitely needs some fine tuning. So let's take out the lands first. And don't want the companion. Maybe loot trees now, not a thing. I guess I could keep Valky again if I've got some red splash colours. Sword is probably not going to be in here. Again, Soul Cauldron's probably not either. There's a lot to take out. I think I need to keep the Virtue of Persistence again for some interaction. Jace, I think, is going to come out. It's too hard for me to cast. And maybe the DAC actually as well. I think I'll take out the DAC, but I'll keep the Valky just to splash for Mind Twist. Probably not really what I'm doing. And maybe then the Batterskull. How many artifacts would I have then? 10 artifacts, that'd be 9 artifacts. And there's the Saga, which can again get an artifact as well. So probably Batterskull, because it's not too great with being a Tinker target and getting back with Virtue of Persistence, not the best. Or maybe the Shinobi is not the one that I'm wanting to do because of not much in terms of creature interaction for me to be able to utilize the ninjutsu. Now obviously griefing ninjutsu the griefs back is fine, but I don't want to be ninjutsuing the construct back, and psychic frog probably not either. So maybe the shinobi is not the best one to have, and just have the mind twist instead, as I've got quite a bit of ramp. Or maybe the deck would be better suited just to splash for, just to filter stuff through, but I'm not too, just because how many creatures have I got? Yeah, I've only got 8 creatures. Would I want some more interaction like the mind twist in my deck? Could be a thing. I think I will take out the shinobi, add in the mind twist, and then have 17 lands. The Lurrus, actually maybe the Lurrus is not the one in this instance then, and it would be better to have the Fallen Shinobi, but the Lurrus is, I guess, quite good for getting stuff back, I guess, from Psychic Frog and from Liliana. Yeah, I think I'll rather have the Lurrus over the Shinobi here in this instance. So, Workshop, Delta. Do I want Hedge Maze? Probably not. Fiery Islet and Restless Vents is probably good to splash with the red Vivalki. Any other lands I picked up? I don't think I want any of those ones. So what does it suggest to have then? 5 and 6, so that is 6, 7, 8 swamps, 5, 6, 7 blue. And not quite sure what it says is white that I've got. What have I got that's white? Oh, it's the Lurrus. So is that right? 6, 6, 7, 8, and 5, 6, 7. Yep. And then they've got workshop for portal triplicate, pentad, but I guess not really. Talisman. Actually, maybe the workshop's not that great here, because all I've got is that. I guess that is an artifact, but don't. And then these, so maybe actually the workshop is not that great. So maybe it's just better to add in like a swamp or something. As much as I like workshop for the ramp, I think I'm just going to have 6 and 6. That's probably better. And then we've got black, blue as well on there as well. So yeah. All right, let's run this back and hopefully maybe I can tinker on turn 1. See you in for the first game. Alrighty, here we are for game number 1, and I am on the play with an average hand, a very average hand. Doesn't really do anything until turn 4 with Surveil land, tap land, but I think I keep it. I'll play the Underground City first in case I get Frog. No, that's probably an okay one just to keep. And then I'll hold on to the bauble for the time being, just in case. Library for the opponent. Always nice. And pass the turn. Library turn 1. I think I would have rather had a library actually instead of the workshop maybe, but here we are. So maybe they're on reanimate. 8 discard, yep. Could be discarding unless I got something to play here. Inquisition, sure. Well, is either Thirst or Bauble. So they took, oh of course Tezzeret turn 3, yeah, that makes sense also. Saga. I guess I'm playing the Saga and yeah, playing the Bauble as well, I suppose, at this point. And I might just cycle the Bauble actually as well. Rug, yep. Can't do anything about that unfortunately. So let's see what they've got on top for the next turn. Unless they're wanting to library, but shouldn't make any difference. I'm going to see what's on top regardless. And discard. Oh, I should have kept the... That's unfortunate now. Very unfortunate. And my own frog. I could... I think I need to maybe create a token. It's probably the thing. Unless I just Saga, Urza, yeah, and make a token that way. And do I want to grief? think I will, and I'm just going to get rid of my elegy. Because they're only drawing a land next turn. And I want to stop them from... Okay, they've got Miscalc, Triplicate, and Archon. Abhorrent, which isn't doing much here. So I might need to take the Miscalc just so I can tinker. Because, yeah, that's probably the one to take, is Miscalc. And then pass the turn. So the question is, do I want to block with Urza? And I think I will, just to make them discard. If they really want to. I can tinker away my construct, float the mana. So they didn't attack, okay. Hope they don't have a counter here. Get Mana Crypt. Or Converter. Mana Crypt is... Converter is probably better, I would say. Play the land and... Actually, let me undo. That's just... Tap this. Pay, sack this. Get portal. Attack for 1. And play my own frog. Then start getting rid of these lands I don't need anymore. And it's still being able to draw for library. Got a full grip of cards there versus the one in mine. So they've got 1, 2, 4 mana, I guess 5 if they play a land. So they're not, so they're wanting to discard, I presume. I guess I'll just animate Grief again. Take something else. So discards a land, so I get back my Grief. See what's going on in their hand. Sure. So that's what they were doing. But then why still not just play a land? Or instead of discarding something? So get a card off of that. That doesn't do much. Draw for turn. So I can just get back Bauble. I guess I should attack with that. Discard 2 lands, I guess. Or just trade away. Discard 1, trade, sure. And take action. Just gonna trade this time, I think. And then just lure us. And I think I want to start drawing, so I'm gonna just see what they're drawing first. Counter spell. Well, that doesn't do too much if I'm just gonna Phyrexia. Seven cards they've got. Frantic. They're definitely going deep. They've only drawn one more card than me, it says, so it's not too bad. Discards 2 lands, and I'm assuming they're gonna abhorrent maybe. Yep. And they've got rid of... Yep, that makes sense. Let's get some more blue. So my only target is Frog, unfortunately. Entomb, yep, get back my Frog. Draw for turn, which is unfortunately another land, and another land, oh my god. So play the Bauble. And let's see what we get from this. A4. Sure. Mana Crypt. And then leave me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spin again. Talisman. Ugh. Oh no. Let's just pass, I guess. The question is if I want to attack with Grief just to get a 2-2 off the board. Maybe. Because then I can get it back with Portal again. So, yeah. Pass again. Hopefully it's not a land. Spell Pierce. Okay, good to know about that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lands gone. So my turn, put it up, keep stop. Yeah, just going to draw. And, oh my god, another land. Just in case maybe hit something like a triplicate I could have gotten back. But very unfortunate. Oh my god, how many lands is that now? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I can't even mind twist them because they've got Psychic. Can't Question is if I should just attack Psychic and Grief. Play the Bauble. And maybe actually I'm just... this is annoying. I still have a counter spell. So maybe I should Bauble now. Just to see if I can draw counter spell on their turn. And they're drawing a land. So I think I have to just hold them to the cards. Again, maybe I'll attack with the Grief. But again, they'll probably just take the 3. It'd be interesting to know what's on their face down cards, but hoping it's not too many creatures as they've got 2 big ones in their hand. So yeah, the counter spell's kind of a little annoying. But the spell piece I can work around. Okay, this is a Harvester, sure. Okay, so there's my counter spell. They're probably going to try and get up to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think I will discard and just exile. Oculus is that even good here for me, to be honest? It's probably a trade. I'd have to discard 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, unless I just chump. I think I'm going to probably just chump 1, 2, 3. So I've got 11 cards left, they got 12. And then just, yeah, just gonna chump for a turn, I think. Just get it back again. Sure. Oh, Crypt took me. Okay, Valky's actually probably quite good here. Forces the counter spell out of their hands. Because again, I can just... because it can't spell pierce it. So it has to use counter spell on it. Remand, sure. Do it again. Counterspell, sure. Let's go on then. Land. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus the 2. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4. So BX is 5. So that would actually get rid of their hand. But then maybe if I just wait for the spell pierce. So I'm gonna draw again just to see what they're gonna draw into. But I think I need to maybe hold up counter spell for just one more turn. Again, I can just chump Tide Binder. So they're going to Tide Binder the portal, I would say. Okay, that's good to know. And I will not attack this turn. Okay, they've also got the Shell Dock. So the Shell Dock is what? Booster Tutor. That's fine. I think I need to see what they're going to get first before I think about it doing something. But yes, the Tide Binder is also quite annoying. I've still got my Reanimate, so I've not seen that yet either. Wonder if they realise that they still need to be able to cast it, so they're only limited to blue and black spells. And they got themselves a Shinobi, sure. And I draw Liliana. Again, I can still block each creature if need be. They've got 8 cards left. Oh, okay. Yep. So the question is, I probably need to block the Brazen. Maybe if I draw and discard something. Miscalc, that's not it. Saga, I guess Tink I'm not doing, and Thirst. Just trade away that, I suppose. Yep, that was a good hit for them, unfortunately, and I have no way to punish them. So what they're doing from the top 3 is the question. What if they hit my triplicate? Oh, Pentad Prism and Swamp. Oh, well, that does nothing. That just sits there doing nothing. So they can't even cast the Oculus, maybe. So unless they've not played a land for turn, we'll see. Because now we can't Tide Binder either. And I will get my Valky back, I think, here. And not too fussed about these other ones. I can counterspell a whole bunch of things, so yes, it's a flyer, but they're quite, oh well, they're just gonna scoop it up. I think I would probably have taken the triplicate or the other one, and because yeah, they were just getting low and I've got a whole bunch of interactions, so wow, that was a long game. It went fairly well, and also quite enjoyable. Alright, now on to game 2. I wonder if it'll be just as long as the first game. So I am on the draw with a fairly decent opening hand. Do I want to Urza's Saga on turn 1 and try and get it that way. We'll see what I draw, but I think I might want to just hold on to the Urza's Saga until maybe turn 3 or turn 2. But yeah, we'll see what we draw first. To bauble from the opponent, so they might also be a Tinker deck, but I guess if they crack it, I'm assuming then they're not. They're just obviously wanting to see what I'm drawing into. And Pentad Prism. I think I will swamp and maybe Pentad on turn 2 instead. Though obviously it would be good just to get the Saga going. But yeah, I think I'm going to Pentad on 2, or if they play a creature, maybe I'll Virtue of Persistence it. Okay, so red, green, white land from the opponent. And yeah, I think I'm just going to Pentad, get that going. And then Tinker next turn, I think. The question is, what do I get? Do I want to get... Oh, okay, Mox Jet from the opponent. To Bloodbraid. Okay, so I will... well, Deluge is a miss. But maybe I don't actually Tinker. Maybe I just Virtue. Oh, what's happening there? Maybe I should Thirst. Because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Thirst. No. Maybe I'll just kill that. And Saga. And then pass. I think I'll just again wait again. I don't need to get anything with Tinker at the moment, I don't think. Though interesting colours from the Field of the Dead from the opponent. Says a little ways off as yeah, is it 7 that they need? 7, so 3 away, which isn't too hard to do. Okay. Sure. And then Lutri into hand. Question is then, do I Tinker now, or do I just get Liliana down maybe? Start doing that way, or maybe I Talisman and hold up Counterspell maybe? Or maybe I just Tinker. I think I'm gonna... I think I might actually just pass and maybe just Thirst at end of turn. Hold up Counterspell. I don't need to Talisman for anything. Sure, we might as well just counter that. See if they want to count anything back. Maybe Spell Pierce. Memory Lapse. Sure. Okay, now I will... I think I'm just going to Liliana and just plus start eating their hand.
Nobody knows Dominaria. Don't overthink things.
I think I'm going to just discard the Wishclaw Talisman at this point. Dismember. So I'm assuming they're going to do that to search for creature. It'd be interesting to know what they get. Especially with Liliana on the battlefield burrow. Not going to counterspell that. So they can escape it possibly. So actually they're missing double blue and double green, so not quite yet for them. Lion's Eye Diamond. Sure. Okay, I guess I'll make them discard, and if I think at this point I might just get rid of the discovery. I'm just going to discard that. And then I'm just going to hold up Counterspell, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's still 2 away from Virtue. And now I've got the Counterspell in hand. Like, it just goes into hand, whatever they're getting. So they can't escape Uro yet. They have to discard a creature card to get a creature card. So maybe they've got something else they want to cast. Not too sure. Especially with all the colours they've currently got. It'd be interesting to see what they grab. Maybe they should be activating their Restless Fortress, possibly. But maybe I should tinker and start getting back some of their creature cards now. Get Bloodbraid Elf, just start hitting that way, maybe. Atraxa. Sure. At least that's not a cast trigger. Well, if they're not casting it, it's just getting discarded. I guess yeah, discard the Counterspell at this point, I think.
Drop it.
Oh, I should have actually tinkered first. Doesn't matter. Bin that. Add blue. Pay the 2, sacrifice this. And hopefully they don't have any artifact removal, but we will get portal even though they've got nothing to sacrifice, just so I can start getting creatures from the graveyard at least. So yeah, hopefully they don't top deck any artifact removal. I'm a bit unsure why they didn't cast. I guess they can get, okay, now they've got double green, so Uro's back, but I'm just going to hit the Atraxa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I'll hit my Mana Crypt to cast Virtue of Persistence. But yeah, I think they have to Uro here. Actually, that's quite annoying because now they can just discard. Well, I guess I'll just minus the Liliana. But yeah, they're going to have to get rid of their creatures, which allows them to hopefully not. What did they leave in there? Yeah, nothing in there, so. And it might be a land the way that they were holding on to it, but this match is not going so well. Maybe I should have tinkered earlier. But yeah, that was a mistake, I think.
Do not touch me again. I've always hated crowds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'll hold Mescal, can maybe just cycle at end step. If this doesn't do anything. Because again, they don't have the double green now to do it. And they're only one away from Field of the Dead Tamio. It's quite annoying. Question is if I make them pay the 2, I guess they're going to get back. And it stops them from discarding. Ah, so frustrating. Yeah, I think I just have to let it resolve, unfortunately.
Like the phases of the moon.
Because they can just get back Diamond, I suppose. Or they just get back the Euro at this point to stop Inquisition. Well, might as well fire it off. It doesn't do anything.
I have learned much from my ancestors.
That is extremely annoying. So at this point I'm just casting. Stops him from discarding. And then still plussing. Just to
I'm tired of your
get it up
secrets.
there. And I guess it blocks Restless Fortress if need be. But the Menace is relevant here against Tamio, but I guess I do get it back again from the portal. Again, doesn't do anything other than just being a 3-2 body at this point with Tamio on the field. Also not seeing many lands happening, am I? So there's probably a string of lands I'm going to draw into at some point, which might require me to sack the Islet, but then I guess I need the red if I want to cast Valky on his reverse side. But the thing I'm worried about now is the Field of the Dead. That's the one that's kind of dreading as soon as they draw another land. What you thinking about? Would you not just want to cast the Euro at this point? Unless they're scared that they don't have a way of escaping it, as they're still missing double blue and double green. So apparently no land, unless they want to hold on to it for some reason. Well, I get to at least draw off of the Oro. Gain some life. Draw a card. Don't want to discard in case. Okay, so let's attack Tamio. At least then the Liliana will be able to discard, but it's got Menace, so they can't block it with one creature. Okay. So play the land, play the Bauble. Plus make them discard a card.
You won't be outsmarting me.
And they do have black, so I think I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to do it on their upkeep, just so they don't have any discard. Deluge. Sure, I guess they'll cast it. Unless they're just activating the fortress, but even if I'm just hitting Uro with the portal, you know, that's literally a free draw card and gain 3 life for me. Like, I'm not doing anything other than that, which is a pretty good deal for me. I guess they're thinking of trying to hit the Liliana or just trying to go for face and Liliana. Take 2, yeah. That's fine by me. That's what they're going to be doing each turn.
Now you've got my attention.
And get back the Oro. Gain 3, draw a card. And here's the lands, and I will actually put the land into play this time. Urza and Talisman. So I will go to combat first. I guess I might not want to do the Urza because of the toxic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, maybe I still plus and just discard the Talisman, because then they might discard the toxic at this point.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Yep, there we go. So there's the Urza. And then pass the turn. Okay, here come the zombies. They're still missing double greens. They'll have it next turn. Well, I guess they're just attacking to... So we'll just block with a 2-2 instead of the Urza. At this point, do I Islet? Is the question. And I'm going to say no. Again, just try and draw a card here, I think. Land. Yes. And Psychic Frog. Psychic Frog. I think I will Frog plus on the Liliana. Discards Grizzlebrand, and that is a hit. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yeah, might as well hit for 3. Start attacking. Pass turn. I want to try and basically ultimate this and literally try and separate these lands. And I think I might just have to separate ultimate next turn just to get rid of the Field of the Dead at this point, I think. Well, it's going to escape the Grizzlebrand for sure. Yep. That's fine. And what I might do is put Field of the Dead. Okay, I think I'm going to have to sack at this point. Elegy. Okay, so I am first off drawing a card. So I'm gonna Elegy. And I guess if I discard left the battlefield, if it's leaving the battlefield, there's nothing to do with. So I might as well play the land, or do I start? So I don't need. I think I need to minus first, but I think I'm gonna attack with Frog. So land, land, and that. I'll just play the land, I think. Attack. Let's see what I hit into. Two lands. And because I'm going to plus, I think I actually need to minus here. I think I'm just going to separate. Yeah, I think I'm just going to separate. So target player, and then
See your life
put it
flashing
into
before your
group.
very eyes.
Whoa, you can't even see
Good.
what it is. So one blue there. That's one blue, green, and then we'll do it like this and like that. The green there. Man, this is so awkward not being able to see. But I could definitely see my piles being incorrect just because it's so awkward to see what's happening. Sure. And then might as well spin it on for one turn. Land, sure. At least the land's gone. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 lands gone. So green, green, blue. So yeah, you can't do much here. Need to be a bit careful actually now with the Burrow. Lurus. Okay, so that's hopefully going to do it enough at this point. Oh, I probably should have cast. Oh no, can I? This is so awkward. But yeah, I need to push, I think. But I think I might have decked myself. I think I might deck myself before. Yeah, I'm actually happy with that trade, kinda. And then triplicate. And I think I'm just going to pass at this point. Eight cards versus 11 cards. It's going to be tight. No, yeah, okay. Okay, I'm just going to discard my hand. Discard. Discard. That's, and it's better to do the Euro, I think, at this point. Valky, resolve. Maybe if I just cast the Valky, then they might scoop it up at this point. Oh, what am I missing? Missing red. Okay, sorry. Here we go. Would that be enough? Red.
I am Valky, God. Oh. Share in my pain.
Probably not, actually. So that's 9, 10, 11, 9, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, that should be enough. And then discard the Loris. Oof, that was very close. 5 cards left. Yeah, I think the trade on the elegy was probably a good thing. So I need to be a bit more careful when playing any other games, so I don't actually do the same thing again. That's 2 wins now. And on to the next. Right, here we are for game number 3. And we are on the draw again with a portal in hand, which is not particularly ideal, and no other tinker artifact to sacrifice to. So I think this is going to be a mulligan without a doubt. Okay, an Urza, a counterspell, and a Loris. Not particularly great, but I will keep it. Keep a double blue for counterspell, I think, instead of the double black. Okay, that's pretty good. Currency converter 2, currency converter 1. Maybe I can sculpt the hand a bit better using that. I have a feeling that the opponent is probably not straight up white and black, so maybe it's 3 or 4 colours. Oh, okay, so marsh flats. Do I convert? No, because I need 2 mana to do that. Okay, there's a bauble. And I might as well, I guess I'd have discard. So I might as well cast the bauble. Okay. Maybe there's not a reason I need to sacrifice it, but I'll hold on to it as long as I can. Okay, so green, black, white from the opponent. No surveil, but if they're black, they might be reanimator and splashing that that split card, which is black-green, I think, which is also similar to a reanimate. Sure. Yeah, I'm not too fast. We'll just kind of spell that. That's fine. And swamp. I guess I can convert away something, maybe just a land, and then next turn, Loris, crack bauble, cast bauble, keep that on top as well. So definitely 4 colours. Steel, sure. I guess there's the Loris going. Maybe I should have, but I could take the Urza possibly, but we'll see. There goes the Urza. Yep. Into Nardu. Okay, so Nardu. And I will crack the bauble this time, elf. And then do I want to loot? I don't think so. Wish I'd looted though. Miscalc. Is it best to hold up Miscalc or just to get bauble back? I think I'm just going to bauble just so I can start drawing extra cards. Sure, taking 3 from Nardu into Ice Till Explorer, sure. So they've probably got that creature that allows you to target your creature with another land. Okay, so definitely loot away one of these. Another land. Okay. Not great. Sack the bauble. The drawing A. Another Field of the Dead, and it's gonna trigger instantly. Oh dear. I really need to hit Tinker, try and find Tinker. Oh, well, I guess they didn't know the field was there, so hopefully they don't draw it. That would be particularly unfortunate. Okay, Thirst is pretty good here. Allows me to get rid of this swamp I don't need anymore. Unless they cast something for Uro. Yeah, I'm not doing that. It's fine. I can get it back next turn though. Another Uro deck. Gosh. Still hoping for Tinker here. And then, yeah, not gonna sacrifice that either. Got 3 mana, 4 mana, oh, but no double blue, so they can't escape the road at the moment. They've got something I think they consider. Oh no, another land. Oh, what? I thought it was only an additional land. Okay, so why are they not escaping the Euro? So they've got something. So we'll just Thirst here, discard this swamp. Pentad and Mind Twist. Let's crack this again. Hopefully draw another card. Vaultborn. Draw for turn, which is another island into Wishclaw. Do I just twist for 1? Then... well, let's cast the bauble. X is 1. Because they need to... it's going to get discarded anyway. Ramanap, sure. So I've got 1, 2... Talisman... so I don't even think I want to crack the bauble just in case I draw. So that's Islet, Pentad for 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're not going to pay, so. Yeah, so frustrating not having enough black. But I think I just cast it now and wait till next turn to go for Tinker. $14. That's fine. That's a 9. Yeah. The annoying thing with Tinker though, the Vaultborn, is that they're just going to get some additional ones. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna... another land. Like maybe it's just best to get triplicate at this point. Tinker triplicate. Because I sack this when it dies. If not, so you create another copy. So I just sack this. These two here. So I might just need to get... the Wishclaw though is... Yeah, I think I need to maybe get Tinker, but it's not looking great, unfortunately. Yeah. Tinker, land, pay 2. Get triplicate, cast the ball, and then on upkeep, oh, we'll wait again. No attacks. Yep, there's the crop, and they can pay annoyingly, which is quite frustrating, but yeah. So they're obviously gonna get Field of the Dead. $15 cards. Oh, I meant to crack the bauble. Never mind. They do have white and black, so there are swords. So hopefully they don't have a sword to exile the Titan. But gonna definitely cycle this miscalc. Another Field of the Dead, yep. So that's that. You can play an additional land on each of your turns. So that's 1 turn now, is it? I'm assuming they've got another big green, maybe hoofing coming possibly. Ah, yeah. Destroys the Titan. Oh no, gonna overrun. Ah man, if I'd only just cracked the bauble, maybe I would have drawn into something a bit better. Myco spawn, sure. But I think we are well and truly screwed. Frog. Yeah, not gonna do unfortunately. Just had that extra 2 mana or that extra 1 mana, I could never miscalc, but I don't think I'd had it in my hand too early, so maybe I should have cycled it earlier than what I should have done. Oh well, on to the next. Here we are for game 4, is it, I believe? And I am actually first with Tinker in hand, Lurus Pentad, 3 lands and a grief. This definitely seems like a keep for me, and I think I'm just going to turn 1 Restless Vents. Don't think I'm going to grief quite yet into Guide of Souls. Okay, so I think I will, I guess, Prism for 2, then Tinker next, and I could grief exile Lurus just to see what's going on in their hand, and then hopefully then get a artifact with Tinker. Blue, red, and plain. Okay, so maybe they're splashing blue for something. Star, crypt. Okay, I guess I just get rid of the crypt. So I'm gonna play swamp, crypt, and Tinker the Crypt. I'll get Portal just because they might have creature removal. Then I might as well just cast the Grief, maybe. Yeah, I'm just gonna... No, I will... so, yeah, let's just cast the Grief. Just use the Pentan Prism. I was thinking maybe I could use it for something else, but... Oh, Parallax Wave. Well, get rid of the wave. And they are not aggro at all whatsoever. Very interesting. I guess that wouldn't have hit my portal anyway. So I guess they just land Consult maybe. Or if they Caracas, hold up Caracas. And obviously they can bounce the Lurrus, but if they're doing that every turn, then that's probably alright. And that was a very land heavy hand that they've kept there. Into Mox, which does what? So why did they float blue? Did they accidentally float blue? No, they're just going to cast Consult for 3. Not kicked though. So they're just going to take 1 of 3. They're hoping to hit something for 2 mana. Maybe they were hoping for swords, I guess, for the white. So Portal, get back Guide of Souls, land from me. Now let's go to combat. Hit for 3. Play Delta, and might as well play the Lurrus as well. So if there's a board wipe, I can still get him back or anything else. And I'm not going to cast the Crypt because I don't need it, can't utilise it. Because I did have a swords. Okay. Spara's headquarters. So Bant red by the looks of it. So no black. Maybe they're utilising Caracas themselves, or if they've just got it as a legendary bounce duelist, sure. Interesting, because that would have triggered the duelist, the Caracas, if they had kept it. I do not want Talisman anymore. Go to land, and the question is, do I actually just attack
Those
their
who get
hand?
in my
And I
way
think I
tend to
am.
regret it. Don't overthink things.
So they need to draw at least 3 cards to be able to kill Liliana, which could be a thing, but
I really
we'll see.
don't have time for you.
Question is, I actually might want to minus now, possibly. And let's go to combat first. Might as well push in and see if they want to block Guide of Souls. Sure. Well, I'm just going to attack their hand, I think, just one more turn.
We all
Because they
have
must be
things we'd
holding
rather
on to
forget.
something that they like. But then maybe it's a larger spell they can't cast because they keep discarding their lands. Unless they have artifact ramp maybe. So float green, Ragavan. Okay, so they're dashing Ragavan. They've only got 3 mana, or before, sure, unless they're going to, nope, going to Ragavan. So they're going to face for Ragavan. Hoping to hit something off of me. Hopefully it's Virtue. Okay, well that's not too bad if they hit the grief. I'll get the grief back. So we'll see if they actually decide to cast it or not. It might be a little while before they cast it because they still need black off the treasures. So we'll see if they target the Guide of Souls or the Grief. Be interesting to see what they decide to do. And if they realise they can cast it on the other side if they do use the venture side. So looking at my prism, maybe they're not too sure what it does. It's just an artifact doing nothing at the moment. The thing is, if they hit the grief comes back, I take possibly the Ragavan or the other one, and then obviously plussing on the Liliana, so they do kill the grief, which is fine. They get to loot away something. It is another land. They did have to use the treasure for that. Brazen Borrower, sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I guess I just have to plus, get rid of that, and I discard my. And I think I will plus the Ragavan. Get rid of.
I'm tired
1,
of your
2,
secrets.
3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm 2 away. And just pass the turn. Oh my god. Of course they top deck a Minskambu. Of course.
Who isn't just any hamster? He's a miniature giant. We will stomp out evil. Look at us. We are tough.
Well, if I block, she takes 2, but then they just sacrifice this. Oh dear, yep, I think this might be over unfortunately. Minskambu is very good.
Whatever. Luck favors the foolish, after all.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm still 2 away.
He will
I
never
want a
reach
top deck
because it's
with
too
literally
tiny.
4 lands and a mox. They've been able to do this. That Ragavan, and the Ragavan wasn't too bad. It was the Brazen Borrower, which really, I wonder if that was the thing that they were holding on to for so long. So what's my next hit then? Triplicate? I can't remember triplicate. I think it's also 9. 7. So yeah, not too sure. It's going to start drawing cards. Yeah.
Take that, you fiend!
I'm assuming they just go face, yeah. Not even sure what my outs are at this point. The duelist having vigilance is just super awkward to get through, especially with my 1-2. So yeah, take 6 down to 10. And Overlord, yeah, some more 1-1s. Baubles not going to cut it. Let's see what we are playing into. Brainstorm, yeah, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 9, 10, so I'm actually probably dead. Yeah, I've just drawn a land, so... who would have thought? Minskaboo, good card.
We have muscle.
I think I am just dead here. They attack, put counters, that becomes a 4/4, block that. Take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yes, exactly 10.
We will stomp out evil.
So maybe, should I have minused and killed their duelist earlier? Maybe that's my mistake, as I was thinking that I could get rid of their hand quicker than they could deploy it, when in fact I should have just killed the duelist as a awkward blocker for me to kind of get through. But anyway, here we are, and this is not looking like a very good hand. I have both my top tinker targets have mana crypt into talismans. That would be 1 talisman, 3, 2. So let me just think about this. I've got turn 1, that's then turn 2, got 3, turn 1 is that. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 on turn 1, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that is a keep possibly. But the tinker targets are in hand. I'm on the draw. Against aggro, this just doesn't do anything if I'm going to get run over, so I think I'm just going to have to mulligan. Okay, this is exceedingly better. So much better. And get rid of grief or thirst. I guess I could ramp into... yeah, I think I'll get rid of the thirst at this point. And then do I turn 1 currency converter? Or do I just... because I don't want to turn 2 talisman. So I think I will, under city sewers, pass talisman, polluted out, and then talisman. Okay. Okay, now do I think I'm still gonna sewers at this point. Valky. Do I want to Valky? I don't think so. Though I could have exiled it with grief. But we'll see. Into, okay, Iron Path Iconoclast into Mox, so... wow, okay, this is a very good start from my opponent. Crypt. Well, I guess I'll just Crypt. Sack Crypt to Tinker and then just get it that way through. So yeah, Crypt. They might have Force of Will. Well, let's hope they don't. Tinker into Portal. And Converter. Maybe they've... well, they will be days because they don't have any islands, so we'll see. Maybe I want to loot away the grief on upkeep just to get it back through the portal. Wheel. I'm okay with the wheel, that's fine. And I'm going to say no on the currency converters. And no. Yes. And yes. Okay. Liliana again, Mind Twist possibly. Then they've got Golos, Mentor, but I think Grief is probably the hit for me still. Unless I wanted to Mentor and start getting triggers that way. I think at this point I'm still going to go for Grief. Just so I have the knowledge of what's in their hand at this stage. Flash, Trinket Mage, Sahili. Trinket Mage, Flash could be a thing. But I think I'll just take the Sahili at this point. And play Island. And I think I'm just going to pass, hold up Miscalc. So I've clearly got Academy, I presume. Talisman, that's fine. Trinket Mage, I might as well, just to use it. And Expedition Map, sure. And then we will put the Talisman into the graveyard, make a 2/2, get Mentor, I would say at this point. Urza, land, and maybe just get rid of their hand in case they draw something for Flash. So X is 2. Attack for 5. And pass the turn. So this is going on pretty well at the moment. So they draw any big creatures that they were hoping to do with that. There's the Academy, but okay. So Expedition Map's not going to grab that anymore. Let's hope they don't have anything big. If they do, I guess there was the World Spine Worm. I think that was double green, though I guess they can cast it. So we'll see. Yep, bomb sign, yep. Okay, I guess I will trade away Mentor, because I can just get it back again. And again, if they want to use it, they have to use it now. Just to sack the artifact. I guess they're only drawing 1 at this point. Well, not drawing, it's just the damage, which is fine. Again, I can just get it back. Activate currency converter to get a treasure. And get back Mentor. Land for turn. Let's swamp Liliana, trigger on the Mentor. And obviously this time I need to minus, otherwise it'll just be a similar scenario.
And for once, it's not my fault.
And we win. So that went slightly better than the other game. Interesting world spine that they had in there, but maybe they've got it for milling, or I guess it was for the flash. It would be interesting to know if they had any other creatures to utilise the flash. Already 3 wins and 1 loss to give. And on to the next one. Hopefully we have another opening hand with Tinker. And Pentad, Prism, Twist, Urza, Saga, and Urza. Is this good enough? It's probably okay. Do I want to Urza Saga turn 1? Possibly. Just to try and get the crypt out as quickly as possible, though Pentad. Okay, so Veldarin Epicure, I'm guessing discard of some sort, so Mind Twist probably not too good, but then I guess it being random might be something. I'll play the land as an island, and then maybe they'll think I've got Spell Pierce or something. Hopefully they don't discard anything too big that they can... Okay, so not Reanimator? Interesting. Okay, let's Pentad on 2, but this could end fairly quick if I don't find something relevant. So I might need to Urza Saga. Maybe try and make a token as quickly as possible. But, yeah. Glimmerland says, when it equipped creature and at least one other attack, draw a card. Okay. This is where I wish I had a board wipe. Talisman. I might have to Talisman, activate, get Tinker. Can I actually do it this turn? So that's 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I think I can actually Tinker this turn. Double. No, I can't quite do it, unfortunately. I'm 1 off. So they are what? Holding on to Reprieve. Possibly. Is Reprieve 2 mana? Activate. And get Tinker. Get Tinker. The next turn I will twist. They might Reprieve the Mind Twist. And then that should hopefully leave me open to cast Tinker. Again, okay, Paragon is quite annoying because I can cast stuff back from the graveyard. Might be too little too late, so I guess Saga, Tinker. I have to Tinker for Portal. Tinker for Portal. Yep. 3 of them. Play the Saga. And maybe I just Mind Twist them for 2, or I guess I can Valky 1. Or maybe Tezzeret. Could be a thing. Then he might attack Tezzeret just to... Yeah, because he's going to maybe cast Swift Spear. So I think I'm just going to cast Tezzeret. Hope he becomes a bit of a meat shield and gets attacked.
Soon this
And then I might as well... Plus, because... He want a Swift Spear to then attack Tezzeret, I think, for 4. Well, my... No, of course they have Witch Enchanter. Of course. Good old Boros and their creatures doing different things. Yep.
My revenge is inevitable.
Well, I don't even think Mind Twist is even good here at this point. I can't... Oh, I should have... But maybe it is better. X is 3, yeah. That Sarah Paragon is ruining me. Yep. Epicure. And Awesome Upride. Which will obviously trigger twice as they have got the City's Blessing, but yeah. Down to 4 and Underground City. And again, even if I make that's 3, yeah, this is over. Good old Boros aggro doing what it does best. Well, I got to cast Tinker a few 2 times, so we'll say that was a fairly good success of this time around. And the portal did clear the board a couple of times, but unfortunately the times I did lose was probably when they were able to rebuild themselves pretty quickly, as you got to see in the last Boros match. But yeah, it was all fun nonetheless, I would say, this deck. Quite enjoyed it. Well, hope you enjoyed yourselves, and see you soon.